Hey, what's up you guys? Aftershare Reacts here, and today I'm going to be reacting to some more Legacies. This is season 4, episode 14. So yeah, let's go over the comments from last week's episode. Was it last week? I don't know. It was actually. Okay. Very glad that they've revealed that Jed actually killed his douche dad and not his best friend, because having Finch's grandpa manipulate her to killing him was already messed up. I mean, yeah, but to be honest, we don't really have a whole lot of messed up shit in this show. It would have been a nice change of pacing. Quite dark if they did it the other way. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm just into evil shit. I don't know. Damon and Elena's kid could theoretically be a traveler because Elena is a descendant of Catherine, but they can't use magic the same way that witches can. Oh, I forgot about that. You know, they said that she was a descendant of Catherine, and then, like, later on in the show, they, like, made it out, like, that it was just, like, an anomaly thing that, you know, they were doppelgangers. So I don't know if they necessarily stand by that canon, that they're related. But, yeah, I forgot about the fact that she was a traveler. Jed's dad is not only an ass, but an idiot of an alpha. The strength of wolves comes from the pack. And where was Trey's parents in this? Yeah, I don't know. Like, I can't even, like, I don't even know how he killed his dad. His dad's a wolf. How did he kill him? Obviously, it would have happened in that moment, right? Because we didn't get to see it happen, so I just can't seem to imagine it happening. Like, I can't believe it. Because, like, his dad's the alpha. No one tried to stop him from killing his... Like, how does that happen? I don't know. A therapy clown that kills you and eats your corpse. If you fail to overcome your issues, well, I'm doomed. Also, you should really check out the edit from last episode's Legacies. It was a funny one. I can even tell you what part was funniest. You really, really and truly, like, really check it out. Where is it? So about 43 minutes and 39 seconds into it. Into the edit. Go check it out. Really. You won't regret it. Where was I? I was... here. No, I was not. I was here. Okay. So I'm getting a little confused when it comes to how werewolves trigger the curse. Because I thought they had to take a human life. But I do remember that they had Tyler trigger his curse again when he killed Liv, who was also supernatural. But in the originals, when Hope killed all the vampires, that didn't activate their curse, because their vampires are dead. They're technically dead, that's why. It was activated when she accidentally killed that human. I forgot his name. Is it because werewolves and witches are still alive? Yeah. While vampires are technically dead? Yes, that's exactly why. So you're not really taking a human life when you kill a vampire. You're not actually going to kill me. You're not actually going to let me die. I really hope this isn't some type of foreshadowing that Lizzie is going to die. I think it's doubtful because, I mean, they already got rid of, Josie, and it's not like they really kill people in the show anyways. Really, who's died from the main cast? And don't say Landon, because he's still in the show, so I don't count it. Also, this has nothing to do with the episode, but I was wondering if you ever watch fan edits of the characters on Instagram or YouTube. There are a lot of great ones. I've listed some of my favorite Instagram editors. And then you've listed a bunch of people. No. I don't really like to watch that stuff because it can create recommendations for that kind of stuff, and I can get spoiled before the episode comes out. Because, like, sometimes there's information released about specific episodes before episodes come up, and then, you know, I could end up getting recommended something like that. So I try my best to stay away from clicking on content to do with what I react to. So I can give my most authentic reaction possible. Yeah, we're dum-dums. Yeah, I blame it on the long break between episodes. I guess we can both be glad there are still some people in the comments who can help us remember shit. Yeah. So at least Rick is walking around using a cane and not doing flippy flips down the hall of the Salvatore school. There's that. Yeah, I'm glad that, you know, they tried to incorporate some kind of consequence from it, but I think he should have died. Why is Hope meeting with the super squad in private? Why do Rick and MG have to listen in the hallway? What makes this squad of misfits so special? Do they merit their own little private group sesh? Because they've saved the day a bunch of times, I guess. I don't know. There's not even anyone of real importance in that group. It's got Wade in it, for crying out loud. Hey, don't be mean. Don't be mean to Wade. Hey, that's Damon's car, you crazy bitch. How dare you kick that door? Added later, I most decidedly did something with that in the edit. You inspired me to do more. There's a total of 5 shenanigans in the edit for 413. And they're all hilarious. Wait, hold up. Did Pennywise just enter the chat? Added after. I low-key would have loved it if he had looked just a little bit more human. Plus, no balloons. Big sad. Big sad. Holy shit, I never realized before that Jed would be a abbreviation for Jedediah. Gross. Yeah, what an odd choice for a name. We're a little over halfway through the episode, and they choose now to add 4 more people to this. They should have just had a Jed storyline and maybe Hope, but I doubt this shit even works on her. Added later. So it was a Jed and Hope. Why have Caleb and MG go and Wade go on to 2? Was it just temporarily to put them out? Kind of lame. Yeah, I don't know. It just seemed really, what was the point? Seriously, he has to make his dad proud by beating the shit out of his friend. Jed's dad is a psycho. Yes, I agree. How on earth would he get to be alpha? I don't know. To introduce his backstory so late into the show kind of doesn't make much sense. If this was Jed's greatest regret or whatever, he would have known about it before. This kind of feels like his latest development of being into dudes. It's a bit odd all of a sudden to hear about this when Jed has been around since season 1. They don't really seem to put a lot of character depth into characters that are not Hope and Landon. In fact, we haven't even seen a whole lot of Landon flashbacks, so I don't know. Whoa, the worst boyfriend of the year goes to Caleb. Come on, dude. You are the biggest douche nozzle. Locking up your girl like that? Man, you ain't getting any for a while. Yeah, look, that was not cool. Like, you don't do that. Like, that is not cool. I mean, even if Lizzie would have broken those stakes, there'd still be a moving wall to deal with. And she said she can't use magic against God stuff, though. When did that become a thing, by the way? I think it's based on the fact that, you know, magic doesn't affect Prometheus. I'm not calling it Ben. I'm not calling him Ben. Because to me, that just seems like they're trying to use a character, but then, like, change his name so they don't have to technically use the character. Do you know what I mean? It's the same with, like, I don't know. It's like, let's introduce Superman. But Superman doesn't want to be called Superman. He just wants to be called Peter. And then they continue to call him Peter from now on. Because they're not allowed to say the Superman word too much. Or people... I don't know. Maybe they'll get... I don't know. I'm trying to make sense. But I don't know if it makes sense. He's Prometheus. Yeah, not sure why seeing Hope confront Hope looked so janky. Some of the shots didn't even merit the use of a green screen. Could have just used a stand-in or something for more practical. Someone in the visual effects department fucked up on this one. Especially since the Elena and Catherine stuff was like 10 years ago, basically. And it was better than this. I don't know. Also, this indicates that was her worst regret. Are you kidding me? You're joking. Girl got her mum killed. Like, her dad is dead. Saving her. And her biggest regret is Landon? Especially when that's literally what she had to do. So it shouldn't really be a regret. Really. Because a regret is something that you like come to feel like wasn't what you were supposed to do. I don't know if I even described that properly. Whatever. Hang on. Define regret. Feel sad, repentant, or disappointed over something that one has done or failed to do. I don't know. I don't like it. Holy shit, yeah. Whose kid is this? Are the parents just standing there? The fuck kind of childhood did Jed have? And I'm only saying Jed because obviously the other kid is about to get Negan'd. Okay, Jed killed his dad instead. Man, this whole backstory. But now I kind of want Jed to walk around with a barbed wire baseball bat all the time while making funny puns. I like his character so much more than. It's a shame you feel zombies fruits. Negan is one funny son of a bitch until they patched him in and it made me stop watching the show. Okay. Get the fuck out of here, dude. We didn't see Caleb's biggest regret. What I'm thinking is happened here is Caleb needs an excuse to justify locking Cleo up, so he pretends that what he did to her was his biggest regret. It's like, I locked you up and stuff, but this killer clown made me see how dumb that was, soz. And she just fell for that bullshit. I can only imagine that when they walked out of the cell, Caleb had a big grin on his face while she wasn't looking. I don't know, man. There's two Hopes now, but how? And I want one. I don't know. I hope the visual effects on it at least are better. Because, wowza. We get another doppelganger situation going. I don't know. Anyways, let's get into it. For a moment there, I was like, am I watching the carnival episode again?
There you are. Not so scary, are you? Not yet, but I'm getting stronger.
It's interesting that they're showing the way that this is her humanity, I guess, trying to fight through. Like, we've never really seen the other side of it. I don't know.
It's kind of weird how everything feels so normal.
Well, given that Hope's been here less than 12 hours and hasn't put anyone in a coma yet, very...
Which is a good sign, right?
Call me paranoid, but I'm still waiting for the other shoe to drop.
Unless there's not another shoe.
There's always another shoe.
I think Hope's humanity is flickering. We might be able to help nudge it along. Like, if there's a way that we could force her to have a profound emotional discovery.
Like if maybe she were to get trapped inside the,
Therapy box? I think this one's broken.
Shoe?
Chew.
No desire to know what that means. You know what? How about instead of wasting your energy trying to turn my humanity back on, we develop a battle plan
For what?
for beating a couple of gods in a mortal combat. The sooner we do that, the sooner I can go back to living my lawless and carefree life.
We don't know anything about fighting gods, Hope.
Yeah, no kidding. That's why I call it the closest thing we have to an expert who should be just showing up.
Yay!
Interrupting.
Not at all.
I love it! Mo Wesley!
We're not doing this. I told you dudes, I am not talking about my family. Plus, your two's vibe is a little mall girl for me, you know?
We're here to make amends. Our previous request was impudent and without proper reverence. We came with a gift to assuage your anger.
What my antiquated friend is trying to say is we heard the gods are into offerings, so we brought a bribe. Shrimp tacos and some special brownies.
It'd be really funny if it was Big Belly Burger.
Please, hearing about your family is a matter of great importance to us.
Fine,
Oh, my head is really itchy.
but I'm gonna need all the brownies.
This
I
is a
probably don't
mythical,
have weed in them.
my own design. It uses algorithmic magic to calculate probabilities.
How's that help us fight the gods?
It can't on its own. We have to combine it with something else. Something like that game that you, me, and Landon played once. That's why you're here, nerd.
Oh, it's like a tabletop RPG. Or like a super accurate D&D campaign. This thing is like smart dice that will tell us the outcome of any attack or defense. We can use this to war game what would happen in an actual battle. All we need to do is encode our powers into the
Menticulum.
Menticulum.
So we need to rate everyone's skills then.
Oh, I've already done that.
Of course you
This
have.
is a pointless waste of time.
Well, we signed a contract. We have to uphold our end of the deal.
A deal with a wish-granting Ginny who enslaves people.
Oh, hell no. You did me dirty.
They're just preliminary guesses, which is why we need to do some tests to confirm your stats.
Speed 92. Mine's 94. That's what I'm saying. There's no way he's faster than me. Actually, he might be. But your dragon powers give you a plus 20 to defense and a plus 40 for offense. In a straight fight, you can definitely beat him.
But he's gotta catch me first.
Let's do this.
And go!
My powers? I have the teleportation and intangibility of a puckwudgie. I can also just turn invisible.
Well, whenever you're ready, please.
This is very superhero-ish.
My stat sheet is a little out of date, but she's basically...
Human. I know I'm not as impressive without using my magic, but I still want to fight. I can't stand by and watch while my friends are in danger.
I'd say courage plus 10.
I'd like to help.
I'm sure we're all keen to see what a god is capable of.
Demigod. But I can't join you. I'm forbidden from fighting against my family. It's the other side of the curse my father put on me. But I can tell you what they would do in a fight. I should play the side of the enemy in this game.
Oh, there's only one person left to test.
No test needed. Right, Wayne?
Well, I made up a humanity off sheet for her, and she's basically the perfect fighter. Incredible magical power levels, unencumbered by morality, with no discernible weaknesses.
I mean, there are weaknesses.
Except for one little thing. She's seeing people who aren't really there.
This is your field of battle.
You can't ignore me forever.
Oh, why does this look so bad?
Vampires can move
Come
across the
on.
board in one turn. The speed of the gods varies, and these are your opponents. I
Who's
took
the
the liberty
visual
of
effects
creating
person?
some
Like,
automatons
what's
for the
going on?
purposes of our game. Hopefully, I did them justice. I haven't used magic to sculpt since the last Wizard Games. Aurora de Martel. My erstwhile student, Jen. Her father, Ken.
Ken, really?
The
Really?
father of an entire family of gods.
Does that mean
Finally,
Zeus?
Elizabeth.
Really, Ken?
Lizzie
Ben,
wouldn't fight
Jen,
against us.
Ken?
How much you willing to
We
bet?
were making jokes about this.
I'm afraid Hope is right. To be sure of victory, you must plan for the worst-case scenario, and Elizabeth is a wild card.
But I scored her loyalty to the gods pretty low. She can still be flipped back to our side.
The two sides will alternate turns, with the Manticulum declaring success or failure of your moves based on the scores we've fed it. We'll draw for first move.
Left one. Gotta be the left one. Right one.
The first move is yours.
Here's all you need to know about my family. The gods are a bunch of douchebags. Except for Kronos. God of time never once forgot my birthday. Get it?
Kronos is the worst, isn't he?
Time. They all thought I was a freak because I didn't fit in. They were into war and destruction, and I was more into construction. I was a blacksmith, an artist. My father hated me for that. His name is Ken. He demanded I make weapons for the gods, but I was like, no way am I gonna make something that takes a life. So I offered to make armor to protect them. My father cast me out, said I wasn't one of them because I had the heart of a coward. So I worked in my cave, alone, forgotten. Until one day, out of nowhere, my dad actually came to see me, and he used a word he had never said to me before.
Hello, daughter. Your skill at the forge is
that who I think it is?
unparalleled.
Oh my god, it is. I didn't even notice it before.
Please define favor, my lord.
He was in
Today it is your favor that I seek.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
You offered me protection once, and for the first time, we need it.
I had never seen that look on his face before, so it took me a minute to figure out what it was. My all-powerful father was afraid.
What does an omnipotent deity fear?
Gods are only as powerful as people's belief in them, which had diminished over the years. And then the ultimate death sentence for a god came along. A creature that could make the world forget you ever existed.
Malivore.
MG vamps to Lizzie.
Is this supposed to be fucking chess? What the damn hell?
Hey, beautiful. Aurora attacks MG.
Aurora
this like
kills
chess?
MG.
Which turns Lizzie to your side.
Ah, so. Not a total loss.
In a rage, Lizzie kills Aurora.
My father attacks Lizzie.
This is fucking weird.
Lizzie dies.
This is weird. What an odd choice.
Well, looks like we're gonna be going to another Lizzie funeral.
The probability of success has dropped to 0%. You lose.
You lose again. You're going about this all wrong. Your problem is that you've already lost before you even make a move.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Aurora's older, so she's faster than our vampires, which means we should take her out and then save Lizzie.
Except seeing any of us in danger flips Lizzie back to our side, leaving her all alone. And if we tried to save her first, we still lose her. It's almost like no matter what move we make.
We've already lost. The problem is that we're going first. I mean, we're facing them all at once. We should be forcing them to fight us. I told you to pick the left one. Okay. I decline the first move.
Aurora attacks Hope.
I throw up a shield.
Aurora's knocked off her feet.
This is really weird.
Let's see how a vampire does against dragonfire.
Caleb kills Aurora.
Right.
Yes.
Now MG vamps to Lizzie.
My father attacks them.
MG is just fast enough. They make it out before he strikes.
Lizzie is safe.
She's not been kidnapped.
Okay, let's kill some gods.
I don't like this whole chess
enough
thing.
reader,
It's
see?
weird.
What are you doing?
Looking for a drink. There's only so much rah-rah camaraderie I can handle. Things that decided me I'm not exactly a big fan of. And something to make team building a little bit more bearable.
And you're gonna need more than you think, because we just had a breakthrough.
How many people did you lose?
None. Dr. Saltzman realized why none of our attacks were working. Instead of using our powers, we need to take theirs away.
Lizzie.
If we buy her enough time to turn back to our side, she can siphon a god.
That's why she needed to be saved.
She siphoned Jen, and it weakened her enough that I could teleport her off the board and out of the fight. Pulled off the jump.
That's magic, though. I thought magic
Now it's just the
doesn't
big guy
affect
left,
them.
and we need your help because we don't know what move to make now.
I know what I need to do next.
I guess if Kai can siphon magic in a non-magic zone,
So picture
I,
this. My dad, king of all
I'll
bros,
allow it.
asked for my help so that he could hide from a fight.
So that's why you made the sarcophaguses.
It was genius. My family would be spelled to sleep until Malivore was destroyed, and as an incentive, my father promised a boon to whoever defeated Malivore and woke us up. A boon is just god talk for favor.
A favor from the gods.
Malivore is dead. So why didn't your family wake up?
Because I lied. The spell to wake them up never existed. After a millennia, my father was finally offering me a place in the family by his side. But all I could think about was how he punished humans for every little thing. With earthquakes, fires, floods. My family were the real monsters, and I didn't want to be like them.
Kind of weird that it's kind of like the originals being put in coffins.
So I locked him up and destroyed the key. Big time. And if they ever wake up and find that out, I'm in for a world.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Malivore was only just defeated, so.
I can't let anyone set them free, including you two dudes.
You never destroyed the key, did you?
Families. They got a weird hold on us, huh? Couldn't kill my family. I definitely couldn't trust myself with that key in case I chickened out. So, I had to put it where I could never get it again. I had a half-brother, Ben.
He has the key.
My family treated him even worse than they did me. He was chained to a rock to be eaten alive by monsters and then come back to life and do it all over again. I used to sneak bread and water to him if I could. It's our little secret. But this time I had a secret he couldn't know about. It's just you.
Put in his guts?
Our father's asleep. We can finally set you free. That wasn't enough. I had to get rid of that key forever.
Quickly.
You put in
Release
Malivore.
me, we can still outrun him.
I'm sorry, but the curse will remain as long as Father lives. You will still be hunted by monsters every day of your life, but if you can get absorbed into Malivore, you can finally stop. This is setting you free.
No! No!
Okay, so you were
He's
released
just
from Malivore.
Gone. Biggest bummer is the Malivore forgetting spell doesn't work on the gods. I remember everything. I remember the look on his
Convenient.
face. With Malivore dead, wherever Ben is, he's there for eternity. So, I'll never get the chance to apologize and explain that I hated.
Hang on. Is that implying that it doesn't work on God's mind, so you wouldn't let you forget, or does that imply that it doesn't work on gods in general? So, because if it doesn't work specifically on God minds, then and it works on everyone else, then it doesn't really make sense why people would have people would know who Prometheus is.
What I had to do, but I'd already gone too far. Sometimes, the only way out is through.
So, sorry for your loss.
We now see that we were wrong. If the key is lost forever, there is no way to raise the gods. Thank you so much for your time. You have been exceedingly generous.
Hey, dudes. This was a decent hang. We could do it again sometime?
Yes, let's do it again sometime.
They know that he's alive.
They all attack,
He kills them all.
but they do real damage first. I attack next.
It's not enough. He defeats you.
Need my help yet? Shut up! We need more cannon fodder. How many students are there at the school?
Hope?
If the vampires and the wolves attack him in waves, killing them is going to keep him occupied until...
No, we're done, okay? You've been running us into the buzzsaw all day like we're expendable.
Jesus.
You only care about yourself, so just leave us out of it. Because this version of you,
Looks like it's just you and me, kiddo.
I'm sorry about Elizabeth.
How did she seem when you saw her?
Lost.
I think recent
Of course they
events
talked about this
left
right
her
here when
looking
she can
pretty.
hear.
All the people she counted on the most to help her suddenly weren't there for her, including me. Maybe this never should have been our fight to begin with. They're still kids, dealing with more than any kids were meant to.
That's to be expected. Every generation makes a mess of it and has to pray the next generation can break the pattern, save the world. These students are extraordinary. If anyone can find their way, they can. Including Lizzie.
My father's alive.
Calm yourself.
This is all
I
weird.
can't calm down. My dad's already back, which means this whole plan is pointless. But if I don't go through with it, then the stupid blood pack will turn me into brisket.
No, it won't. Because I won't consider you quitting a betrayal. Go to him. If I could have Tristan back, I wouldn't let some silly brand keep me from that.
You're not just trying to trick me into betraying you?
Look, once upon a time, I absolutely would have, but we're trying to be better people, are we not? I can't deprive you of your happiness when it's right there in front of you. I will raise the god of time to get my family back. You go to yours.
Thank you.
This does not feel like the same Aurora. I don't know about you. You're gonna have her on your side.
And if raising him doesn't work?
Then I'll do whatever I have to.
But if you try to raise Ken, I'll have to tell my dad. I'll try and stop you. We all will.
Then I would consider that a betrayal.
Then I die.
You have a choice to make, Elizabeth. Stop now, risk losing everything, or keep going. Help me raise the better god, and see it through to the end.
I don't understand. What changed?
She's giving them courage, a belief they can win. Having the real hope as their leader, it's increasing each of their powers. It might just be enough.
My father retreats.
Yes, let's go.
It's time to finish
Zeus
them.
would never.
We attack as one.
You succeed!
See? We can win. Just turn it all back on. Let me out. Before you lose control. This is all just a stupid game. No, it's not real. It's just a spreadsheet. You were pathetic. Little boys role-playing war. And you're all gonna die. Don't you see that? You're just disposable. I mean, you mean nothing to me. Hope. You're a liar and a martyr. And you're never gonna save the people that you love because you're just not strong enough. What are you all doing? Don't you see I'm about to kill you all? Someone take me out! Someone take me out!
That scene was alright.
The
but-
therapy box is good as new. And I've added a few settings. An upgrade, if you will.
Great. I was
I've
not a fan
heard
of the therapy
you
box.
were quite skilled at magic yourself.
I'm afraid those days might be behind me.
Perhaps, perhaps not.
Wade told me that in the final moments of the battle, at least 2 of us would have died. There's no version of us winning without losing someone.
I hope it's him.
I think you and I should make a promise that no matter what, it won't be Lizzie.
No matter what, it won't be her.
Hello, Ben.
Last time we met, I didn't put up much of a fight. I can promise you I won't be so easy to defeat this time.
Well, of course not, darling. That's why I brought help.
I've been worrying about my girls today. I'm glad you called. No, nothing from Lizzie. Like you and MG were right about Hope. She's close. So whatever you're planning, I think now's the opening you've been waiting for.
Alrighty, well that was Legacy Season 4, Episode 14. I wasn't that big of a fan of this episode. I thought the concepts of this episode were very weird, and I don't know. I don't know how to explain why I don't know. I really don't know how to explain why. Maybe I'll have more words in the next episode. Maybe I'll articulate myself better, but I don't know. Everything just felt kind of off about this one. I don't know. I guess you guys can let me know what you thought. And I'll see you in the next one.